How you guys doing? Eric here. Doing a review on my new Lenovo Y40 notebook gaming computer. I decided to buy this thing after shopping around for a while for a new computer. And I didn't want to spend a lot. I wanted something I could play some games on, even though I'm not much of a gamer. But if I do want to play some games, this computer can handle it. So it comes with a graphics card. It's made for gaming, so overall it's a pretty nice looking computer. I like the looks of it. It's pretty sporty looking, you know, it's kind of like it's got that sports car look. Nice looking keyboard here. Aluminum body. Matte finish on the display, so it's not real shiny like a mirror. I kind of like that. The top here, it's plastic, but it has a fake carbon fiber finish on it, so that's pretty cool. Looks pretty nice. I mean, it's kind of flimsy. So overall, the build quality is pretty good, except for right up here at the top. The screen's a little bit flimsy, but not too bad, really. I could live with it. For the $650 I paid for it, you know, it lists, the web price lists at $10.99. And right now you can get it for $6.99 from the website. I bought this off the Lenovo website. So yeah, you know, I shopped around for quite a while. You know, I heard a lot of good things about Lenovo notebooks. So I went on their website and I came across this thing, you know, and at the time it was $649, which was, I thought was a really good price. It was like $400 off. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty nice looking machine. It's sturdy. You know, you got your USB 3.0 here, two of them, HDMI out, Ethernet port, charging dock there. Over here we got our SD card reader, headphone jack, microphone jack. We got a USB 2 and a Kensington lock. Another speaker there. So yeah, it's a pretty nice machine overall, you know. For the price I paid, I'm really happy with it. I mean, let's talk about the things that I like. I mean, the specs are really good. This is the base model, you know. That's why I decided to do a review. I've never really done a computer review before, but dog hair, my dog's hair goes everywhere. But yeah, I decided to do a review on this because if you go on YouTube, there's really no reviews on the base model. They're all the reviews are on, you know, like the Core i7s and the, you know, the stepped up ones are like, they go for like $1,300 to $1,500, the Y50s. But there's not a review on the Y40 base model, so that's why I decided to do one. But anyways, the processor we got the Core i5 Intel. It's a 5200U. 2.20 gigahertz with the 1600 MHz 3 megabyte. We got running the Windows 8.1 64-bit operating system. The display, 14-inch FHD LED anti-glare 1920 by 1080. Graphics card, here it is, Radeon. It's got the Radeon R9 M275 at 2 gigabytes. Comes with 8 gigabytes of memory. Hard drive is a 1 terabyte 5400, so it doesn't have an SSD. So it's not the fastest thing in the world, but you know, it's a little faster than I thought it would be for not having an SSD compared to my last Windows PC, which was really kind of slow. This thing's surprisingly not too slow for not having an SSD. I mean, I can live with it. You know, a lot of people now are used to having SSDs. Like in my Mac, I got a Fusion drive, and yeah, it's a lot faster. But you know, for what it is, I can live with it. You know, and if I want, I can upgrade to an SSD. This is upgradable on that. I don't think the RAM is upgradable, so you're stuck with the 8 gigabytes of RAM, which I think is plenty for me. So yeah, those are the specs, pretty much. And so yeah, let's talk about the things I like about it. You know, like I said, what you get for the money, the specs, really good deal. If you don't, I wouldn't pay the full price for it. I don't think it's really worth $10.99, but for $6.50 plus tax, I paid like $6.75 for it. I think it's a really good value. You know, it does everything well that you would expect out of a laptop. So, you know, basically, I'm pleased with the overall performance of it. No complaints. You know, I can't. It's not the super. Like I said, it's not. It has a regular hard drive, so it's not the fastest thing in the world, but not too bad. Basically, you know, I like the way it looks. I like the look of it, the feel of it. And, you know, that's about it. Just basically overall happy with it. We could talk about the things I don't like. One thing I don't like is the trackpad here. Trackpad is just too sensitive for my taste. You know, you barely touch it and it clicks. And a lot of times I'll be scrolling around, you know, just like scrolling and it'll click. And not too crazy about that. So yeah, the trackpad's a little bit too sensitive. The keypad, you know, not the greatest. I don't like it too much. Sometimes I'll like hit the space bar and it doesn't really register. And I guess maybe I'm just not used to it, but the keyboard looks nice, but it's not backlit. And it's not backlit, and it's just, you know, it just doesn't register right sometimes. So maybe if I use a little more, I might get used to the keyboard better. But oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention that I do like are the speakers. This thing is really loud for a laptop. So the speakers, the sound in the speakers are really pretty amazing, I think. So anyways, let's fire it up, see how long it takes. Let's put the timer here and stopwatch, and fan noise on this thing ain't too bad. I mean, you know, you start playing a game on it, it does kind of whiz a little bit, but it's what you'd expect for a laptop computer. You know, it makes a little noise, but not quite as bad as the last PC laptop I had. So as you can see, it's not the fastest at booting up. And there's like 44 seconds to get to this screen. Let me go ahead and type in my password. And you know, you can see the screen here. Not the nicest screen in the world. A lot of the reviews I read on this thing for the other models was the display was a lot of complaints about the display on this thing. Personally, you know, I don't hate it. I mean, I've seen worse. I've had worse. But yeah, from all the reviews I read, the display was like the biggest complaint people had on this computer. Personally, I don't hate it, but one thing I did notice is that the colors are really off on this thing. You put it onto a exterior monitor, and you can see, like the exterior monitor I have is not the greatest monitor, but you know, when I hook it up with my Mac, and the colors are pretty close, real close to the same. With this thing, they're a lot different. So the colors on this are off. But overall, It's not bad. I can use it. For a $650 notebook, I would highly recommend this thing. But I wouldn't pay full price. So that's it. That's my review. This is my first computer review, so I know it's not the greatest, but anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it helps.